Bob Lutz, Paul Solentrop from Omaha. The Shockers not only win convincingly over Kansas, 78-65 to move on to the Sweet 16 next weekend in Cleveland, actually Saturday in Cleveland. I didn't expect this. I didn't expect a blowout, and this was a second-half blowout.
Yeah, Wichita State really controlled the game once they made that run to end the first half and then expanded it in the second half. And I agree. I thought Wichita State was capable of winning. We both did. I didn't expect them to make KU look like they made KU look, where there looked like there were a lot of Jayhawks who weren't really sure what they wanted to be on the court.
I don't think they knew what hit them. This was a tremendous defensive effort by the Shockers. They scored 78 points against a KU team that prides itself on defense. 49 of those points in the second half. They really were doing anything they wanted to do offensively and defensively. And boy, as well as Wichita State played, and they played, I think, the best half of basketball maybe they've played in a long, long time. Kansas has to be searching for some answers right now.
Yeah, I think once Wichita State's defense kind of took control, and that was Evan Wessel, and Takeo Cotton, and Ron Baker, and Fred Van Vliet, that just really kind of cut the want-to or the heart out of the Jayhawks, and they struggled from then on.
We've said all season long when we've talked about this team that if Evan Wessel could come out and make a three, maybe that would loosen things up and something really good would happen. He made 4 in this game on 6 attempts. Bill Self called him the most valuable player of the game. What an absolute incredible moment for a kid who really has been a kind of a role player. Today his role was expanded.
Yeah, he really played well, and we've talked about it all year. You can tell, I think, more than any Shocker when he's shooting the ball with confidence and when he's not. And boy, today he was really confident, and yeah, he was great defensively also.
All 5 starters in double figures. I think it's been a big point all tournament long here in Omaha about the veteran players that the Shockers have versus KU's kind of hodgepodge of players. You got one-and-done guys. You've got guys who thought they were one-and-done who aren't really getting it done. I thought that was a huge difference. Wichita State's experience. These guys are they're basketball players.
Yeah, if you're Wichita State, if you're Northern Iowa, this is how you equalize the disadvantages in recruiting. You get guys who are around for 3, 4, 5 years, and your 22-year-olds are ready to beat up on the 18 and 19-year-olds.
Let's talk a little bit about Cleveland. The Shockers play Notre Dame coming up Thursday night at the Quicken Loans Arena. You would have to think that game's going to be at least an even in the line. I would guess Wichita State may be favored, even as a 7 seed. We're going to see a Wichita State-Kentucky rematch.
Boy, wouldn't that be crazy? First, we've gotten some good looks at Notre Dame as they've played some high-profile games here. I think that's another. They're not overwhelmingly big. I think it's another matchup that helps Wichita State in a lot of ways. Perimeter defense is going to be important, and the Shockers can do that pretty well.
I'll be driving to Cleveland. Paul, I think, is taking a private jet. That's the difference in pay grade at the Wichita Eagle. We'll talk to you from Cleveland coming up this week.